Oh my God, I reached $1,000 in sales on Amazon USA, and you never guess what? I never thought it'd be that much different to the UK. Now, if you are thinking about selling on Amazon USA, watch this video because I'm going to share with you what I've learned in my first $1,000 in sales on Amazon USA. Stay tuned. What's up, Amazon sellers? If you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson and I've been selling on Amazon now for 4 years. Right now I'm on a mission to do £1 million in the UK, and if you want to see that journey, check out that video up there. But in addition to that, I've also started selling on Amazon USA, and obviously this video is about that. Now, what I will say is if you want to hear more about this type of content, make sure you hit the like button and then, hey, hit that subscribe button down below. That's just going to notify you more about my journey, what I'm doing, what I'm learning. It's going to hopefully help you as well. But hey, enough about me. Well, this whole video is about me. What are we going to go through today? First things first, and number one, I'm going to go through a little bit of background about my Amazon UK journey. Number two, I'm going to go through why I started selling on Amazon USA. Number three, I'll talk about my first sales on Amazon USA. Number four, I'll share with you some of the bad things that I have learned. Number five, I will share some of the good things that I've learned as well. And then finally, number six, I'll share with you my future plans for Amazon USA. So let's get started. Right, first things first, number one, a little bit of background to my UK side, just to give you some context. Now, if you've been following my YouTube channel, I have, as I said before, been selling on Amazon for 4 years in the UK marketplace. Now, through this journey, I've achieved 6 figures selling on that journey, and on the way now to do 7 in the £1 million journey. Now, of course, during this time, I've made many mistakes along the way, i.e. I've had net losses, I've sold bundles for the price of singles, and also as well, I've had the chance to start my second Amazon business, FastTrackFBA, not an Amazon business, but it does help Amazon sellers in their journey, which is why we create these videos that you're watching right now. Now, of course, my goals have been, to achieve that £1 million on my UK journey, and also as well, venturing into more marketplaces with the help of the team of my VAs. Now, within the UK, I have 7 VAs, 5 sourcers, 1 admin VA, and 1 purchasing manager, or actually kind of like 2 purchasing people. One of my sources step up. Now, what I will say is it is hard, but I am super duper over the moon to have a team with me on this journey. Now, what I will say is Amazon UK is going really well, actually like really, really well. And I'm doing about 2 hours per week on that business. Now, that left me thinking, hey, if I can do it in the UK, there's an opportunity to do it in the US, and could the grass be greener on the other side? Could I do it again over there? Now, with this in mind, this made me start venturing into the Amazon USA marketplace and applying what I'd learned in the UK over to Amazon USA. Now, that leads me nicely on to chapter number 2. Why did I start selling on Amazon USA? Well, look, long story short, there are a number of reasons why I started selling on Amazon USA. And I'll share with you a couple of my top reasons why I ventured into Amazon USA as a marketplace to sell on. Number one, risk diversification. And I'll say it now and I'll say it again, I've said it before, when you sell on Amazon, you only ever have 1 customer, Amazon. Now, when you have 2 Amazon selling accounts, you now have, should we say, 2, you still have 1 customer, but you've diversified that risk. So if you lose 1 account, you've still got another account you can earn money, security from, and if there's a problem with the other account, you've, like, should we say, suspension or even stopped, then the chance of you stopping that income coming in is lessened. As a result, you've diversified the risk. Now, number 2, more opportunity for profits. Like what I said before, I wanted to grow my Amazon business, and one way of growing my Amazon business is by venturing into another marketplace, the USA. Now, I've heard stories of wholesalers getting 20 to 30% margin in the USA. Yes, margin, not ROI. And in the UK, this is pretty unheard of. Now, I've heard of big OA sellers consistently getting over 100% ROI on some of the products that they are selling. And again, in the UK, it's really challenging to achieve that, but I've seen that from my journey. Now, I wanted to see if this was true, so why I had to look at the USA and try it. Now, number 3 is quite simply, I wanted to learn. I understood the fundamentals of the Amazon arbitrage and selling on Amazon, and moving from the UK to the USA was quite simply copy and paste my current business model and ask myself again, could I do another $1 million in just 2 hours a week work? Eventually, not straight away, but eventually. That would be very simple to do and a copy and paste of my existing business. Now, number 4, this is really to help people walk the walk in the USA. Now, for me, venturing into Amazon USA marketplace is about learning what other Amazon sellers are going through. And what can I do from that? Well, as a result, I can help more people to achieve their goals through understanding what we're struggling with in my own Amazon USA business. And as a result, we can make it easier by providing services and support to really support other sellers. Now, like I'm already doing in the UK, it's through challenging myself, challenging my team, we are growing, but also that I can share that with my community through the FastTrackFBA groups, Facebook groups, YouTube channel, that's really going to help me reach out and support more people. Now, also as well, in FastTrackFBA, we run a lead service in both the UK and USA. And as a result, what I'm really keen to understand is what are the challenges online arbitrage sellers are having in the USA. And as a result, I can actually walk the walk, live the journey as well, and improve the lead service to make it better. Now, my plans are here quite simply to learn more about Amazon USA, including meeting USA sellers, learning about them. You know, the opportunity to go out and meet people is going to be really important, growing my network to help me learn and share that learning back with you guys through this channel and through all the content that I can put out. That's going to improve my business and hopefully help you in your business as well. I said it before and I say it again, always be learning, and I can learn through my Amazon selling experience, and that means me getting on the Amazon USA marketplace. Why? Because selling in UK is going to be different to the USA. They do have different challenges, and you know what? I'm looking forward to those challenges. But hey, with all these learnings from the Amazon USA, I can say that I'm excited to help more people on their journey and to perfect our business model and to support you as well in that. Quick question for you guys. Are you like me looking at selling on Amazon USA as a marketplace? If you are, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe you've got some questions, maybe you've got something you're a bit worried about. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll try and help you, but I'd love to know how many of you are thinking about selling on Amazon USA. Okay, this leads me nicely on to chapter number 3, my first sales on Amazon USA. Okay, so let me do this. I'll share a screenshot around here of Seller Toolkit. It's a software that we use, and I'll drop a link in the description down below. You can get a 14-day free trial, but I use it for my profit and loss. And you can see my first $1,000 in sales. Now here, what you can see, again, $1,000 in sale, but I made a whopping $300 in profit. Now that is a good start for me, but what makes me so excited about this journey is not just the profit, but the actual ROI. 63% ROI in just 19 units. Now the one thing which I will say here is, unlike in the UK, in the USA, you do not need to deal with what's known as VAT, value added tax. Now, interesting enough, tax is quite a complex situation and not easy to understand. But for me, what it does is it allows me to obviously set my prices maybe a little bit higher than what I would historically do in the UK and achieve a better margin. Now with these numbers, it's shown me an opportunity to sell on USA is actually really quite fruitful, and I'm excited. But the one thing which I will say is, while there is not VAT if you are not in the USA, there is something called sales tax. Now for me, what I did in my business is we set up in what's known as a tax-free state, and also as well have a prep center in a tax-free state as well. So for us, what does this mean? It means basically we're saving between about maybe 3 to 5% on the cost of our goods when we purchase them. Now Amazon deals with the sales tax on the sales side, but on the purchase side, because we're in a tax-free state, we are saving money. Now of course, it doesn't just end there. Also as well, in addition to like saving tax and making sure we're getting a good ROI and also as well selling for a good price, I also have a team of VAs with me, helping me understand where the business is going and also helping me to achieve my goals. Now, what I'll do with you, I'll share my forecasted sales, and this is based on my purchases for my Amazon USA business around here. Now this is something which we've taken from the USS Ultimate Sourcing Sheet, which allows me to evaluate what my forecasted sales are based off the purchases we have made. Now, one thing I just mentioned there is I have a team of VAs helping me out in my Amazon USA business, and I talked about it in the UK business. I'm on the road now to do £1 million in 2021, pretty much 2 hours a week. And it's not to say I'm doing that much work, that's pretty much how many hours I do every single week on this business, and I'd love to replicate that in the USA. How? Well, quite simply, I have a team, and if you are like me and you are thinking of starting a team and you want to get going, what should you do? Well, first things first, you should get a sourcing VA. Now, if you are thinking about getting a sourcing VA to help you find deals that you can buy and resell to make money, because my God, finding deals is hard work, then look no further than the FastTrackFBA VA Academy. This is a service I created whereby we are hiring, training and supporting VAs in your business for 12 weeks once they're placed, that are going to help you find deals that you can buy and resell on Amazon for a profit. Now, quite simply, we are training about 10 VAs every single week for our clients, and we are pretty much maxed out most of the time. So it kind of shows you that we are in demand, those VAs are adding real value, and clients are not only coming back for 1, 2, 3, but even 4, sometimes 5 VAs. Why? Because they see the value in having a team, and as a result, their business is just going up. If you want to see if a VA can help you, feel free to book in a 30-minute call with one of my team. You can ask any questions and see if a VA is going to help you, and also learn more about the process. I'll drop a link down below to a 30-minute free call to the FastTrackFBA VA Academy. Check that out. Trust me, I think you're going to really like it, and you as well can grow your business, maybe 1 million in 2 hours a week. #excited. Now, this leads me nicely onto chapter number 4. What are some of the bad things that I have learned selling on Amazon USA? Well, look, it's not all been roses. There are bad things happening. And there are especially some challenges that I have faced, which I think you need to be careful of. Well, look, first things first, the time it took to create my LLC. Just getting what's known as my EIN number, I think it's Employee Identification Number, so that you can pay taxes, took me about 3 months. Internally in the USA, it's pretty quick, but if you are what's known as an alien in the USA, it takes a really long time. This led to me taking from the day I started to the day I actually had a selling account on Amazon to being about 5 months, which is like crazy long. Now, the other thing I learned as well is using a VPN to change my IP address when making payments. Now, the problem here is that when I've got a shipping address, which is my prep center, and then also as well, I've got an LLC, which is my company, or where that's located, obviously they're different. And if you don't know right now, I'm in Mexico. So what does that mean? When my IP address is in another location, the problem here is that many of my orders have been canceled, and it's been a real nightmare for us. So quite simply, moving forward, I've been using a VPN to change my IP address so that now my prep center is in New Hampshire, my LLC in Delaware, and my PC location is in Washington, DC. So generally they're not too far from each other. Definitely not Mexico, and less orders are being canceled. Now, I said it before, I've got a team of VAs, and for this, what I'm doing is I'm using TransferWise, or Wise as they are now called, for payroll. I'll drop a link down below to them. But quite simply, people in the past have been using like PayPal, but their charges are astronomical. And not only that, I've had it whereby PayPal, for some random reason, will accept 1, 2, 3 weeks worth of payments, and then the 5th week they just say, no, sorry, we're not going to let you pay this person, we think there's a problem. Absolute nightmare. So I'm using TransferWise or Wise now to do my overseas payroll payments for my VAs, and the exchange rate is so much better. Now, the last thing I'll say to you is always be aware and careful of dangerous brands that can give you IP, intellectual property alerts. Now, most sellers who just started selling on Amazon always experience multiple IP complaints, and do you know what? Having multiple IP complaints, or even a single IP complaint, is definitely not a joke. Why? Because it can cause your account health to go green, amber, red, and when you're down to that, it can suspend your account, and if you lose your account, Amazon do not let you open another account. It's not like you can cancel, start a new one. That is it. Now, if you want to know more about IP complaints and how you can handle them, have a look at the video up here. I'll share with you what you can do and to fix IP complaints to help you understand about that. Trust me, this is something all new Amazon sellers really struggle with. Okay, so you've seen my sales, you've seen my ROI, and you've heard some of the bad things that have happened, the problems that we face, but hey, what are the good things? What's happened? Well, on the other side of the coin, there are lots of good things that have happened. First of all, it's a relief for me that my prep center I'm using in the Amazon USA is just working really smoothly. They make my shipments, they check the stock in, and they get out quickly. I'm really happy about that. Now, another good thing is that I've developed a really quick review and purchasing workflow using SAS, which is my sourcing tool, the USS, which is how I manage all my stock and inventory, and also as well my VAs. And what does this mean? I'm basically able to run the business right now, I'm going to say it, on about 8 hours a week, 4 hours reviewing, helping my VAs, and 4 hours purchasing. Pretty much there. Now, as you can see, for me, time is really important for me, and I'm always managing that. And why? Because I've got 3 businesses I've got to manage. So establishing a solid review and purchasing workflow helps me save more time and focus on developing my business growing forward. Now, of course, time is really important for me, but also as well, I am here to make sales and ultimately profits, and that is one of the best things I really like. Now, what I showed you before, remember that ROI, I am super happy with that. Great ROI and also great profits for what I invested in. So I think it's a really good start for us, and hopefully gives us a lot of opportunities for growing more profits in the future. Now, talking about the future, this leads me nicely onto chapter number 6. What are my plans for the future? So, like I've said before, I'm really happy with the results I've seen in Amazon USA, but there are still a lot of things I've learned, like using VPNs, and also as well, I still need to get ungated. There's a lot of work there. Now, even though I'm starting to make sales in my Amazon USA business, I still need to work on its profits to ensure that it's making me money and to cover my costs. Now, while the ROI is amazing, remember I do have 4 VAs, 3 sourcing, 1 admin, and you know what? They are a big cost. So right now I'm not actually making profits in my business overall once you factor in those costs. But for me, this is a long-term investment. I'm happy to make a short-term loss. Why? Because I'm going to have a team that I can just really ramp up the spend later on. Now, another thing that I'm looking at doing is promoting a purchasing manager. Like in my UK business, I have a purchasing manager which will help oversee my team. And by doing this in the USA business, it's going to also lessen my time. Number 1, I won't have to manage the team directly day to day. Number 2, I won't have to spend time purchasing. So it's really going to help me out. Now, a quick question for you. I'll ask you, do you need a purchasing manager? And if you want to know more about purchasing manager, what I'm going to do is drop a video around here about what a purchasing manager is, what they can do, and how they can help your business. Trust me, my God, I couldn't live without them in my UK business. That is why I'm doing it in my USA business. Now, what I will say is it excites me that I started selling on Amazon USA, and with these numbers, whilst they are small for a beginner, that I think achieving the first $1,000 in sales is fantastic. Now for me, it's about trying to take that $1,000 and turning it into a business which is going to be profitable and actually making that so that I can take an income from that business. Now, if you want to learn about making profit from your business, I created an amazing video called How to Generate 2,000 Profit from Your Amazon Business. And what I'll do is I'll drop a link around here to that video called How to Make £2,000 Profit in Your Amazon Business. And whether you're UK, USA, the concept is exactly the same. Check it out. I think you're really going to like it. But what I will say is if you have liked this video, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button down below. But for me, Thomas Parkinson and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.